when you are around something that we call neon, it doesn't feel like anything else. You only ever see people smile.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
When they're around the medium. It's the electricity, I think it's tactile, it's the feeling that you can actually touch light because you're seeing it through glass.
I love it.
Jay and Michael Blazek started Western Neon as Seattle's first illuminated art gallery in 1985. It was really built on the DNA of their father, Dean, who started a neon school in Wisconsin in the late 80s. The owner of the business now is Andre Lucero, and we got together after working 20 years on public art projects and other different areas of interest in the summer of 17 with Kelsey Fernkoff, started the Western Neon School of Art as a way to give back to the community and to continue to explore the medium. We're really fortunate to have the business as the backbone and supporter of the school because we've had so much rich history in Seattle in creating iconic pieces in the landscape. We started in January of 2018 with our first introductory class, Introduction to Light, Space, and Interactive Technologies with 8 students. From there, it's grown to having quarterly classes, so we do fall, winter, and spring. And we have 2 introduction classes and now offer an intermediate class.
You heat up only this much glass?
I heat right there.
Oh, just right there?
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe a little
crazy.
more, you know.
So you heat this way. See, I was thinking something different. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're gonna have to come back even farther because that inside's staying a little cool. You know what I mean?
And at this point in time, we have almost 450 people on our waiting list. And when we post our classes, it can be 8 hours or less that all those classes for almost all the quarters are gone. These tubes, although it is a very difficult process to bend one and make one and put the electrodes on and make the pump and the gas stays in there, don't treat it as precious. So the beginner's class is really focused on history of the medium and then understanding just what it is. The chalk's on there because it makes it slide over the glass really well. You want that on the inside. Learning basic bends like doing a double back, doing a 90 degree. The basic techniques it takes to construct something.
So this is a blow hose. This part goes in your mouth, and this part goes at the other end of the tube, and you blow into it when the glass gets hot enough that it's starting to close in on itself. That way we blow into the tube and it keeps the diameter of the glass thick enough and keeps the integrity of the glass the same.
Ideally, you would kind of point this one straight up in the air, and as you're doing it, bring them both up like that so that you would be pointing it down.
Here's how it works. There are 5 elements that illuminate that we work with in what we call neon, which is kind of a misnomer because there are 5 elements. There's helium, neon, argon, krypton, and xenon. The most common ones we work with are neon and argon. And when we work with argon, we mix it with mercury, which gives it a very beautiful, bright white blue color.
When you make a mercury tube, you seal it off like this, you burn it in for a little while and make sure the color is looking good and that it doesn't have air in it, and then you drop the mercury in. So I'm gonna drop that in. Yeah. And that's the difference between like no mercury and mercury in an argon tube.
We just have them work with the neon and with the argon in the clear glass, just to keep it really simple, efficient, and minimal. Then for our intermediate class, they had the ability to add mercury to the argon to give a different flavor. It also allows them to work in colored glass, and that's the big step up in that class. Then we really encourage them to focus on a focused project.
It'll be filled with sand eventually, and then they'll be secure.
In the beginning class, I did the house letters for my house, and I wasn't happy with my tube, so I redid the tube.
When you're in a space and you turn on something that's clear glass with this space gas inside of it that electrifies, all it does is do something very simple. It changes the room. All right. Instantaneously, it gives you a feeling, and nothing else can do that. It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
This is head.
It's an art form that just should never be forgotten. It is beautiful. It's perfect.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcast anytime at seattlechannel.org.